Good morning internet and welcome back to the channel. Right, it's Wednesday morning, it's the 30th of October and I hope you're all well. I hope everybody's happy in their life and doing everything they want to. The weather here, well, it's been a washout all week. Yesterday I thought I'd go out for a ride, got up, it was raining. Today I thought to myself, because the weather forecast yesterday for today was good, it's not, it's raining, absolutely horrible. What can you do? Right, but I did say, mind you, I don't know whether you can hear that, there's tractors everywhere. Fair play, they got to get this corn or maize or whatever you want to call it cut down. And of course, the weather's bad, the roads are going to be absolutely awful. They're up and down, because I've said it before, there's only one way into this village and out. And unfortunately, it's going to be like a mud bath. Anyway, that's beside the point. Right, excuse me. A little cough, although it is getting better. Not quick enough for my liking. Right, I just wanted to say two little things. One's bike related, one isn't. One's just me having a bit of a whinge. The first one, right, there's been a couple of videos that I've done regarding the new 450, the Guerrilla, whatever it is, and the tyres, right? And I apologise if I've misled anyone or people think that I don't think this brand of tyre are any good. So I thought to myself, because this was brought to my attention this morning, someone left me a comment, and rightly so, and I totally agree with him. We have got one thing in common: if the wine tastes nice, it's good. I'm sure he knows who I'm on about. Sorry, I'm terrible with names, but anyway. Yeah, so I have nothing against these tyres, these Seat. Are they Seat? I think they call them Seat, don't they? Seat, I don't know. The ones that come out of the factory that's fitted to the Royal Enfield bikes, how's that? That's the best way to describe them. They're, as far as I'm concerned, as a tyre, there's nothing wrong with them. I've got them on the Himalayan, I've got them on the Meteor, and I've got them on the Guerrilla. And like I said, nothing wrong with these tyres at all. What I didn't quite get, and for me, I think it's of absolutely stupidity, but this is me personally, so please. This bike, the Guerrilla, the 450, is advertised as a roadster. That's what Royal Enfield want it to be, don't they? A roadster. Now, to my way of thinking, coming up in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, a roadster is a semi-tourer. It's not a sports bike, it's not a full tourer, it's a roadster. And I just don't understand why Royal Enfield fitted chunky tyres on it. I just, to me, why would they, for instance, the Meteor has got full road tyres, yeah, and I get that. This bike, which is called a roadster, comes out with tyres that there's not, again, there's nothing wrong with the tyres. Like the chap said in the commentaries, they scrub in well, they're good grip, and yeah, I'm not knocking any of that. But these tyres on tarmac, on smooth roads, because of the tread design, you're always going to get that. Did you like that? And I just don't get it. I, for one, don't understand why they've put this tyre on this sort of bike. Again, I didn't design it. I don't work for Royal Enfield, and I don't suppose Royal Enfield give a hoot what I think. But it would have been nice if Royal Enfield, because I get it, there's people living in different parts of the world are going to ride this bike on different terrains, and I understand that, and that's fine. The American trails, I mean, I bet it's brilliant to ride there. In India, again, there's a lot of trails, that's great. In Europe, however, and the UK, there's not so many trails, and I bet you 90% of people, but don't quote me, this is me, who buy these for the European market and the UK market, because let's not forget, UK is not part of Europe anymore because of Brexit. You did it yourselves. they will ride on the road. They'll be on tarmac, just like me. I mean, my Himalayan, it's never been off-road, but that's me. I bought the Himalayan to carry my camping stuff with absolutely no intention to go off-road. Whoopsie-daisy. But I understand why the Himalayan came out with you know, the tyres that's got on it. Because it was designed for trail riding on, and I get that. I mean, that's the point I was trying to. Now, I'll tell you what, let's just have a quick look, right? I mean, look at these. My Himalayan now is 2 years old, right? 2 years old. And the tread on these, I don't know how clear you can say, because the light's not oopsie-daisy, it's not brilliant there, but, you know, the tread on, I don't think I'm getting that too good, on these tyres is great. These tyres wear extremely good. And I've never had, let's go round the front, I've never had a problem in the wet with these tyres on the Himalayan at all, you know. I mean, yeah, look at that, you know, it's great. So I am not knocking these tyres, oops, I'm terrible with this at all, but look at the tyre on the back of this one, you know, and I just sort of don't get it, you know. I don't see why it needs such a, you know, a chunky tread on a bike like this. But still, you know, excuse me as I cough and splutter. Let's just make sure that the camera's back in the right place, shall we? I'd hate to be talking away and you can't see me. I know how devastating that would be for you all. So yeah, that's that's what I was saying. I love Michelin tyres. I've fitted Michelin tyres on my bikes ever since the 70s, but that's me. There's going to be someone out there who says, well, do you know what? I hate Michelin tyres. I like Pirelli or Continental or, I don't know, you know, there's loads, Dunlop, whatever you want to do. It's got to be down to the personal choice. So I'm not knocking these tyres. I am knocking the choice of tyre that was fitted to this bike. To me, I think it's a bit crazy for what I do. Now, obviously, I could take this and I could get rid of these tyres and put a set of Michelin on. And that's what I probably will do when these tyres are worn out. Which unfortunately, if the Himalayan is anything to go on, they wear really well. They take a long time to wear out, because when I got that bike, I didn't know anything about really these tyres at all, and my first impressions was, well, you know what, I'll soon have these off and I'll get a set of Michelin. They're still going strong, you know, and they've never let me down. I have no intention, when they wear out, that's what the Himalayan will get. With these, yeah, I'd love to take them off now and put a set of, I don't know, Road 5s on or something. You know, I love them tyres. The wife, on the other hand, I think could disagree. So, keeping our lady sweet is a very important thing. So, yeah, that's what I meant when I said about the tyres, you know. And again, it's got to be down to personal choice. You know, the gentleman that left me the comment, he's obviously happy with the tyres, and that's great, you know. If the tyres on it he likes and it suits his riding style, then so be it. It's not my place to tell anybody what they should or should not do with their bikes. Right, I hope that's clarified, that one. Now, the second thing I was going to talk about, because let's face it, there's not a lot to do today. I'm certainly not going to go riding. And this is nothing to do with bikes. This is just me having, you know, and it'd be interesting to see what people think. So here in France, where I live, which is in a small community, I think there's 7 houses where I live. And so there's only one road in, and we are surrounded by fields, and it's great. And I chose to live here, so you know, rural France, I love it. Rural anywhere, I love it, to be honest. But on Sunday, now let me just say, I've got 2 dogs. Right, I've got an old dog. She's 10 years old now, a bit of a limper, you know, arthritic, same as me. Anyway, and then I've got another dog, which is a Cane Corso. And if anybody knows what Cane Corsos are, they're huge Mastiff dogs who, they love the families. They got a nickname as a gentle giant, you know. My grandkids, they can do anything with this dog, and he loves them to pieces. If you're not a member of my family and you come anywhere near this house, he has a totally different idea of you being here. So, as a responsible owner, and I've owned dogs all my life, literally all my life, from the age of, well, I can't remember not having a dog even when I was a kid. We've always been a family of dog lovers. But also a responsible family of dogs. So this, my Cane Corso, there's a huge run I built at the back of this house. It's on some of the drone videos if you look. It's massive, you know, chained off, fenced off. He's got loads of room to play. He goes out there, he can't get out, it's safe. He can't hurt anybody, that's the main thing. He can't hurt anybody, even though he's in our garden. Now, so Sunday afternoon, excuse me, Sunday afternoon, our old dog, she just goes outside the house here. She don't want to go walk anymore. She just hobbles around the garden, sometimes lies in the sun. That don't often happen in the Breton, mind you. It's getting more rain and sun, but still, never mind. So she's out Sunday and she's walking. She goes up the side of the house here, and like the garden goes all the way to the back, and she's round there. And one of my daughters was upstairs, just looking out the window, and it's a good job she was. And all of a sudden, this pack of dogs came in our garden, and they start attacking her. Now, like I said, she's 10 years old. She's an old dog. She's trying to run back here with these dogs on. My daughter's screaming. We all go, oh, I mean, I hadn't got a clue what was going on at first. And what it is, it says hunters, right? Now, rightly or wrongly, and again, this is my personal opinion, I don't like hunters. I really don't. But that's down to me, you know. So let's not get into a political argument. But their dogs had come into my garden and attacked my dog. Now, it was only the day before my two daughters had got my little grandson, who's only just over 2 years old, playing in the garden. It doesn't bear to think, does it, what could have happened if it would have been a day earlier. Now, so obviously, we got our dog in. She got a few cuts on her neck. She was extremely shook up. She's still not right now. She's hardly moved, you know. I was going to say she's not right. It shook her up, for God's sake. Anyway, so I went out, right? Now, these hunters come up road in their vans, up the village here, and I'm standing in the middle of the road, right? And all I wanted to know is, like, what happened? I think that's fair enough. I think I've got the right to know. This is our property, our family. Now, in France as well, it's illegal to hunt 150 metre radius of any dwellings. So basically, they shouldn't have been here. Even let alone, they shouldn't have been on someone's property. But they was. Now, I'm trying to talk. My son come out with me because my son was fuming, you know, because it's our dog. All we wanted to know is, what's going on? Do you know what? They sat in their van. They couldn't even be bothered, one, to apologise, which, you know, is a joke. But secondly, you know, ask how she was. I was sorry, you know. We asked, why are your dogs here? What are you doing here? Nothing at all. You know, nothing. Just the typical arrogant response that you would expect. Anyway. So, okay, we have two choices, you know. One, what I should have done, I should have got my phone, I should have took the numbers of the vans, and they should have been reported to the gendarmes. Because, like I said, that could have been a kid. There's already been people shot, sat in their own property in the past by hunters, but still, we won't go into that one. But, or the other one is you report them to the Marie. Now, Marie's in France. Well, what can I say? I'm not saying they're all bad, but most of them, you know, if you're mates with a Marie, you can get away with blue murder. Yeah, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And trust me, the one we've got here, well, I'll stop there, shall I, before I incriminate myself. Anyway, so yeah, so, you know, I personally think it's an absolute outrage. I do. You know, I'm not against hunting. Hunting the right place, I don't like it. I don't think it's right. I think hunting's a disgrace. You know, grown men chasing an animal with packs of dogs and then killing it. I just, you know, and yes, I know there's all the arguments about, you know, it's culling and all this. Well, okay. And I'm not trying to spoil anyone's fun, you know, because, I mean, I suppose someone could say to me, well, you ride your motorbikes, mate, you make a noise. That's true to fact, you know, maybe I do. Okay. But what happened Sunday was a different kettle of fish. It was an invasion of my privacy, and it endangered my family. That's the difference of really what winds me up. And when you are just trying to get a simple answer of someone that sits there looking like the local dork, whether he got a brain cell to answer or not is beyond me, but still, never mind. Anyway, okay, that's it. Like I say, I don't like doing things like this on this channel, but I wanted to hear my opinions, you know, and what better place to do it? It's my channel. If I want to do it, I'll do it. So, okay, that's it. I'm going to say goodbye. I hope we've cleared the tyres up. It's getting very close to the next Tuesday is the day that she goes in for the service, and I can't wait, because then I can get, you know, few more miles on to get out there riding, a few more kilometres, I should say. I'm just hoping and praying that Tuesday's going to be a nice day. You watch it, it probably won't, but still, never mind. Okay, so I hope you're all okay. I hope it's not raining where you are, although it probably is. Not everywhere in the world, of course. I'm sure some of my Indian viewers will. It's going to be nice there, isn't it, this time of the year, surely, yeah. And parts of America, I'm sure you're in a heat wave. God, tell you, hey, we're not. Trust me, we're not in a heat wave. Spain, down there, the weather's still nice. Further down, France, it's just us here, the Breton, the bit, especially finished there. We stick out in the Atlantic. Yeah, if we cop the lot, I'll tell you what. It's terrible, terrible, horrible. Anyway, right, on that note, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. That would be great. If you want to leave me a comment, please do. I try to answer them all back. Gives me something to do on these long, boring, miserable days. And if you want to subscribe to me or follow me, that would be even better. I was rushing up at one stage. Seems to have, we've hit a line here. We've stopped. So why? Anyway, okay. I'll catch you all in the next video. Take care of yourselves. Mind what you're doing. See you soon. Bye for now.